doing that?
I figured for a change of pace.
Okay.
It's good to do it once in a while, so I'd get a break from the camera.
Okay. Okay, if you want.
Yeah, it's good to do it, to get a break every once in a while.
Okay.
Turn left onto Meriden Avenue, then turn right onto Union Lake Road. Turn left onto Flagstaff Street, then turn right onto Union Lake Road. At the stop sign, turn right onto Union Lake Road. In 2.1 miles, turn right onto Richardson Road.
I didn't have my shirt on.
What? What shirt?
My sweatshirt.
Why? Does that make you cold?
Yeah.
That's okay. We're gonna heat the truck up. It'll be hot in a second.
Good idea.
Plus, you have another coat over here behind us if you want to put that on.
Of course.
We got 6 in the body, gentlemen. We got 6 in the body. We're sitting right at the top, right where we need to be. And now we get a little time to heal up, rest.
That rest will be taken with a bye week now. The next time Detroit takes the field will be on the road in California against the Chargers on Sunday, November 12th. Lucas Raymond said the Red Wings stayed calm, and that's how they earned a come-from-behind win over the Islanders on the road. They went from down 2 in the third to up 1 to tied, and then Raymond burying 1 in overtime to earn the Wings 2 points, 4-3 the final in New York. And in Oklahoma City, the Thunder shot over 50%, kept pace over the Pistons, who did not have their best defense out there. 124-112, a loss for Detroit basketball, falling back to 500. Cade Cunningham suffering 7 turnovers in the setback. And a 3-1 win for the Rangers in World Series Game 3. They take a 2-1 series lead over Arizona. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Chris Villar. For more, go to 97.1 The Ticket and Odyssey.com.
Live from the Jamie Samuelson Studio, Stoney and Jansen on 97.1 The Ticket.
We're joined on the Stoney and Jansen program by Chris Jenkins, the defensive lineman for the University of Michigan. First of all, Chris, how was your bye week? Did you relax? Did you practice a lot? What did you do? Just leave town?
Oh yeah, I stayed home, but it's been a fantastic rest period. You know, staying on the couch, got to see the fam. You know, play with the dogs. You know, even got the opportunity to play the new Spider-Man game that everybody's talking about. So it's been a great, relaxing weekend.
What's the Spider-Man game? I don't.
You're asking
Oh, yeah,
we're old guys.
Yeah. You're talking a foreign language to us.
Oh yeah, well it's a new you know how the older movies like Tobey Maguire, or the older Spider-Man. I might spoil the plot a little bit, but how the older Spider-Man, he had like a Venom suit, and now he fought Venom and like the Lizard and stuff like that. Oh yeah, they made that into the game now, so everybody's freaking out because they made it so hyper realistic, like it feels like you're actually.
So do you like Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield? Which Spider-Man?
Tobey Maguire, because now when he had the Venom suit, he was cool.
So are you a big video game guy?
Absolutely, huge nerd.
So what's the best one? Or what's the best platform?
Best plat PS5 for sure, because all the PlayStation exclusives, like you don't got Spider-Man 2 on Xbox yet, so that's unfortunate. And so far, I played it. It's definitely game of the year in my opinion.
Do the guys your age, they play the sports games, Madden, whatever it's talking about, FIFA, right?
FIFA, yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You get like the little Madden matches, 2K matches, like especially in camp, like our Madden matches, they get heated. So we Madden 2K.
Who's the best?
And the best in Madden?
Yeah.
I probably got to give it to Cam Good, because I've never seen Cam Good
turn
lose.
blank around with your brain.
Definitely, don't talk trash while he's playing.
See, it's got to be a D lineman, right?
Yeah, well, he's got to. Yeah,
I know.
I mean, yeah. Offensive linemen are too busy watching film.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly.
So, all right, assess the first 8 games, especially from a defensive line perspective.
I feel like we've been really productive, and we came out strong. Coach said we're on a rampage. That was our goal. Coming out 8-0, coming out strong. So we definitely, we're not perfect. We're definitely still trying to improve as the season goes on and play even better for this last stretch. But we're really proud of where we're at right now, and we're just looking to get better and maximize our opportunity.
How are you with the rotation? Because normally it's, hey, you get a first group in there, they're going to get the bulk of the reps. This year, because you guys are so deep, you've got the rally group that Coach just talked about, Coach Elston's talked about, but you're rotating in there and you're staying fresh, but you're not getting as much time on the field.
Yeah, well, the biggest thing, we love it, in our opinion, because we love staying fresh, and, we trust each other across the board, because we know whoever's going to get in there is going to make plays, is going to be a beast. So, we love it because we stay fresh, and, we're coming into the last stretch of the season. To us, it hasn't even feel like we played 8 games at all. It really feels like we played only like 3 or 4. So, we feel great. We love it. We're definitely looking for that, especially on these tougher games, coming on the road ahead.
Who's the most underrated on your D-line?
Oh, definitely underrated. I got to give it between Rayshon Benny and Cam Good, because, they don't get a lot of love, but they're definitely some free, especially in pass rush. Like, once they turn that switch on, they get after it. You can't stop them.
What's the competition like for you guys, in terms of how many times you get the pressure, how many times you get the hit, obviously sacks? We know that's a big number for whether you're on the edge or you're in the middle.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're constantly competing, the biggest thing is, we want to play as a unit. We want to play as one and do your job. Obviously, we're trying to get production. We're trying to go out there and beat and make plays. So, it's that little bit of competition where you get in the room after the games and you're looking at it. All right, how many pressures I got? How many pressures I got compared to you or sacks? How well did I do in the pass game and the run game this week? We'll come in as a group and analyze the film, and we'll think like that. So that competition, when we're competing with each other as well as trying to play our best game of football, it really helps us.
Because of the depth of talent up front, how much has that competition, that depth of talent, where you want to make sure that you're playing up to the level of Mason Graham, he's trying to play up to the level of a Chris Jenkins, and you're always trying to push it. How much has that helped you develop as a player?
Oh, it's been huge for all of us across the board, because it really just challenges us, especially when you have that amount of talent in your room. You're definitely going to want to excel. You see someone next to you just playing as an absolute beast and excelling and getting to that next level, it's really going to encourage you to be the same. You don't want to be left behind. So, it really just influences us. It gives us that more edge, that more influence to become even better as a football player. We taking that through spring ball, through camp, and, as the season continues to progress, we keep doing it.
Chris Jenkins joins us on the Stoney and Jansen program. Speaking of influences, how often does your dad bring out old videos of him when he was dominating in the NFL?
I mean, he doesn't bring it out too often, but I mean, there's one he did show me about back in the day where a rookie running back for the Panthers. I forget his name, but he showed me when he smacked him like a tether ball and he tried to go up against him, and it was a hilarious animated video. But he tries not to show me too many. But I mean, he played. He was a beast. So he'll continue to remind me that he was a beast, and he'll say, he's you still got a long way to go, young blood. So
yeah, I was just glad that he was inside, not outside.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I played against him a couple of times. Yeah, but he obviously I didn't match up much against him because that was at a time where defensive tackles, state defensive tackles, defensive ends were all right and left, so they were much more fixed. And you play in a different era where you're playing on nose, you're playing D tackle, you're switching sides, you're popping out as an edge guy at times.
Yes, sir.
It's certainly unique. How your experience compared to your dad's when you've watched film on him and the guys that he played with, how different does the game of football look today?
It looks a lot different, and we continue to talk about it because he'll refer to it as the gladiator age of football. How hard knocks, the 2-a-days and 3-a-days y'all used to do back in the day. That was non-existent for us today. How just crazy strong, how athletic, how talented, how nowadays. Not trying to not give anybody any credit, nowadays, but you can definitely see the difference physicality-wise back in the day.
Oh yeah.
To today. It's kind of
it's a whole different brand of football.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially hearing about 14. The NFL gets 14 mandatory padded practices. Is something I heard about?
Yeah, during training camp and in the off season, it's so much more limited than it was. But you guys are, and I'm sure your dad would say this too. We always want to talk about how we were tougher, we played more.
Back in the day when I played.
Yeah. I know that's one of the things I was trying guard against back in the day. But it's so different now because nutrition is so much more of a part of the game of football, of athletics, but especially football. Rest used to be for the week. Water was for the week. Now that's all a part of the science of athletes that are today.
Absolutely.
And so I do want to get to then the nutrition side of things. Abigail, and pairing that with what Ben Herbert does in the weight room. How big has that been in your time here in Michigan?
Oh, it's been huge, nothing but huge. Maximizing our time with them has done nothing but great things for us. It's done nothing but, made us even better football players. Really just continuing to sit in the room with them, because Coach Herb is the best in the business at what he does, and Abigail is the best in the business at what she does. So, having them two combined, being on the same page and working together, communicating together, so you know what foods to eat and where you're going to gain lean muscle, it's unstoppable. So, having that, it really turns you into a juggernaut. So we love that.
What's going on the outside with allegations about the signals and all that stuff. How, as a player, two things. Number one, how do you block that stuff out?
I mean, for us, to be honest with you, it's been quite easy. I mean, that's been our mantra since, 2021, because there's always been noise for us at some point throughout the season. Especially 2 years ago, last year, now it's this year. There's been some sort of noise. So our biggest thing is that doesn't change our mission. That doesn't change our goal. What the outside says, it's not going to stop what we're doing and our plan, and that's being the best football team we can be. Getting to that next level and eventually getting that national championship.
Does it piss you off where people will say, well, they only kicked Ohio State's butt or whatever because they had their signals and all that stuff? Some people are trying to devalue what you guys did. Does that upset you guys at all?
Absolutely not. Honestly, to be honest with you, kind of lights even more of a fire under us to play even better, to show people that we're an even better team than most people think, regardless of the circumstances. So, we're honestly ready for the challenge. The noise is going to continue, but we're just ready to prove people wrong.
The last one for me, 4 games left. It's going to be a sprint to the finish of the regular season. What do you guys need to do to prepare yourself or put yourself in position for a Big Ten championship or a run in the Natty?
Honestly, we need to continue to practice the way we've been practicing and continue to honestly just play and attack each day the way we've been attacking. That's been our mantra that Coach Minner, Coach Harbaugh has been preaching at us, since the beginning of the season. We're not going to let down. We're not going to let up. Now with it being the later part of the season, normally around this time we start to let up, we start to slow down. What you do in practice, you do in the games. So, this is really that point in the season where we got to continue to go through every practice trying to perfect our craft and just playing how we play Ohio State or how we play Penn State, Purdue, Maryland. So when we get out there, it's not no lag. You don't see no lag, no drop off. We continue to play even better football than we played before.
When you practice against your offensive line, how beneficial is that when you go up against other offensive lines that aren't coming off of 2 straight Joe Morawoods?
Oh, it's incredibly beneficial. And we can absolutely feel the difference, when we play in the game as opposed to when we play in practice or when we're in camp. Because, our offensive line, as you've seen in the games, they do what they do best. And, when you practice against that every single day, you can definitely feel that difference when you go out in the games. It almost feels like it's easier and you feel more fluid, easier to move. So, we're definitely blessed to, have that level of talent across the board. Sometimes, we may get a little chippy, we still let that happen.
All right, Chris, thanks a lot. We appreciate it. Good luck Saturday night against Purdue and the rest of the season. Chris Jenkins, join us with the Stoney and Jansen program here on 97.1 The Ticket.
If you need a new roof, there's still time before winter sets in. My wife and I got a new roof about 3 weeks ago, and we got it from Rapid Roofing. Mike Beatty, the owner, came out, gave us a great report on the status of our roof. We knew we needed a new roof when we bought the home about 5 years ago. We put it off as long as we possibly could, and now we can go into winter knowing that we're not going to have to worry about leaks or any damage coming from the weather. And if we go to sell our house in a few years or whenever that is, we know that we've added great value and something that we can highlight when we do go to sell. You can reach them at 888-360-ROOF. That's 888-360-ROOF, rapidroofing.com.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ 24-hour traffic center, brought to you by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. Hall Road westbound is closed at North Avenue due to a crash. No word on when this will reopen. Traffic moving very slow on 475 southbound from Bristol to 75. 94 westbound between Belleville and Rossville Roads. That left lane is closed the 1st of December. And 275 north and southbound between Eureka and Huron Road. Only that left lane is open, so watch for slow traffic. I'm Tina with traffic.
The Detroit Red Wings host the Florida Panthers. Pre-game Thursday night at 6:45 on 97.1 The Ticket.
When your furnace goes out, you need reliable service now.
Help?
Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical has you covered 24/7. Locally owned for 40 years, and they back their work with a 5-year warranty. Mastercraft is your one-stop shop for heat, AC, plumbing, and electrical. Plenty of generators in stock and on sale. If Mastercraft can't get to you for same-day service, take $100 off your next-day service call. Visit MastercraftHeating.com. MastercraftHeating.com.
All right, FanDuel, America's #1 sports book. New customers and $150 in bonus bets with any winning $5 money line bet. That's $150. Look, Rico hates betting spreads. Oh, who plays the fight song? Well, here you go, Mr. Fight Song. You bet the money line, you get $150. Spreads, player props, over-unders, they got it all. They got more betting markets than anybody. It's FanDuel.com/ticket. Kick off the NFL season with FanDuel. If you're the NFL, must be 21 and up and present. First online real money wager only. $5 pregame money line wager required. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued is not withdrawable. Bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. See terms. Sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem 1-800-270-7117.
Metallica in the round. M72 World Tour. Live from the 50-yard line of Ford Field. 2 nights, 2 different sets on No Repeat Weekend. Friday, November 10th with Pantera and MSWVH. Sunday, November 12th with Five Finger Death Punch and Ice Nine Kills. Get access to preferred tickets with your city card. Single-day tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Metallica, presented by Blackened American Whiskey and Liquid Death.
97.1 The Ticket. Second Thursday Football Feast with Wojo and Rieger, broadcasting live from Buffalo Wild Wings, starting at 6 p.m. this and every Thursday during football season. Join us this week at the B-Dubs in Southgate on Eureka. You can win a pair of tickets to the game against Chicago on November 19th in the Miller Lite Tap Room.
Let's head out. The theater's about to close.
Wait, what does that sign say?
Warning, watch your step.
No, next to it.
If you are 60 or older, you may be at increased risk of serious consequences from RSV, respiratory syncytial virus, compared to adults younger than 60. I didn't know that.
Not all dangers come with warning labels. Talk to your pharmacist or doctor about getting vaccinated against RSV today. RSV vaccines, including Pfizer's, are available. Learn more at bewareofrsv.com. Brought to you by Pfizer.
At Grainger, we're for the ones who specialize in saving the day and for the ones who've mastered the art of keeping business moving. We offer industrial-grade supplies for every industry with same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders, all backed by real people ready to help. So you can get the right answers and products right when you need them. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
As a roofer, I've got a million things to do, and that's a million things that need to be done right. That's why I partner with Beacon. The team at Beacon makes sure my materials are delivered accurately and on time. And the Beacon Pro Plus app makes ordering the brands I depend on, like CertainTeed Landmark Pro, easier than ever. I rely on Beacon because I never stop building, and neither do they. Now through November, purchase CertainTeed through Beacon Pro Plus and earn up to $750. Beacon, always building.
Happy 62nd birthday, Granddad.
Thanks, sweetheart.
I got you this.
A mug. What does it say? Beware. If you're 60 or older, you may be at increased risk of serious consequences from RSV, respiratory syncytial virus, compared to adults younger than 60.
Not all dangers come with warning labels. Talk to your pharmacist or doctor about getting vaccinated against RSV today. RSV vaccines, including Pfizer's, are available. Learn more at bewareofrsv.com. Brought to you by Pfizer.
The always ready for breakfast deal.
Going to bed already?
Yep. Breakfast at Mickey D's tomorrow. So, soon I go to bed, soon it'll be morning. Soon I'll be at Mickey D's.
This is actually brilliant.
You can come too. Turn out that light.
Good mornings become great mornings when you have McDonald's breakfast. Now grab a sausage McMuffin, sausage biscuit, or hash browns and get another for $1. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for product of equal or lesser value.
Now, text or call the ticket using the same number. Ticket text 248-539-9797.
2 Grand Slam coming up at 7:25. Quickly, Lions, as you know, win 26-14. We'll get into that at 7:35. Red Wings in overtime over the Islanders 4-3. Oklahoma City beat the Pistons 124-112. Texas wins Game 3 of the World Series. They take a 2-1 lead. Final score 3-1, and you can look up all the details, but James Harden was traded to the L.A. Clippers. All right, it's time for news. Lions' #1 fan. She was there last night with her baby in her womb, along with her husband.
Yes. Yes.
In their car.
Yes. Thank goodness you stayed there.
Yes.
The whole time I was thinking, it would be a really cool story, but I don't want it to happen. But the whole time I was like, what if, because we did a lot of walking, right? Way more walking than I typically do. I was like, oh my gosh, what if my water just breaks right here? Like, what a scene this would be. But of course it didn't, which I'm thankful for. Anyway, we had a blast. How did it look? They handed out those lights, those like flashing lights. Did that look cool on TV?
Yeah, it did. It was really cool.
It was really cool the way they were like synchronized to the music. It was sweet. Anyway, you guys were talking about Max Crosby. Well, he is giving back to the place that helped develop him into the player and the man that he is today. Ahead of Monday night's game, obviously with the Lions, Eastern Michigan announced that Crosby and his wife Rachel, who was a former soccer player at the school as well, will be giving $1 million to the EMU athletic department. Very, very nice gift. And the school also announced that because of this generous gift, the football field will be named after Crosby as well. And he released this really heartfelt statement and explained how his experience there shaped him into the person he is and basically shaped his entire life and gave him such great opportunities. So it's very, very nice.
I wonder why another Eastern Michigan alum who won a Super Bowl will be here at 9 o'clock. I wonder how much money he'd get.
We'll have to ask him.
We'll have to ask him. Yeah, we'll have to ask him. Matthew Perry's co-stars for Friends have broken their silence on the actor's death, basically revealing that the shocking passing has left them all utterly devastated. So Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, and David Schwimmer provided a statement to People saying that they were more than just castmates, that they were and are a family, and they said there's so much to say, but right now they're going to take a moment to grieve and process this just awful loss. They did go on to add that for now their thoughts and their love are with his family, with his friends, and everybody who loved him around the world. So Howell Public Schools is apologizing for a middle school student's mock election award. There was a Parker Middle School student who was left in tears after receiving an award for the laziest person at the her end of season volleyball celebration. And along with the laziest person award, she also received a kid's book titled Move Your Feet. Now, the student's mother said that all the students participated in these mock elections, and there was other awards handed out for something like the quietest player, the loudest player, everyone's friend, best cheerleader, things like that. And they also all received a little gift along with it. And she said after thinking about it, she took to Facebook and kind of said, she kind of believes that this mock election was a form of bullying, and instead of supporting the students and the children, they were kind of tearing them down. And after receiving some complaints, a spokesperson for the district said that the award was an oversight on the part of one of the coaches, and action has been taken to ensure that something like this doesn't happen again. I mean, mock elections are supposed to be fun, but not ripping a person like that. They're supposed to be kind of positive, not like, oh, you're super lazy. Here you go. Here's an award. I remember having them in high school, for sure. If you're attending the Thanksgiving Day Lions game, you'll be able to experience Jack Harlow as the halftime performance. Yeah, that's going to be fun. Are you looking forward to it, Stoney?
The game? Absolutely.
Yeah, it's going to be great. So the 6-time Grammy-nominated artist was announced as the halftime performer minutes before kickoff on Monday night. It sounds like he is pumped. He says it's an honor to, one, be chosen to be the halftime performer, but he's also really excited to perform here in Detroit because Eminem is one of his idols. So it's right where Eminem came from. He said he's doing a lot of thinking about how he wants the show to look, and